can see I got my toque on, growing my beard, stay warm, because it's super cold in Ottawa, snowing today. So I thought I'd talk about something very warm. That'll be this guy. This is MXR's carbon copy analog delay pedal. This is an excellent pedal. It's super nice sounding, beautiful sound, really warm tone, really improves the guitar tone. It's got 3 knobs, one for regeneration, one for delay, one for the mix, and you've got an additional button that's going to give you some modulation in there as well. Single click, and it's really small. It's got a super cool color paint job on it. So let's check this thing out and see what it sounds like. So when you buy the pedal, it's going to come in this nice MXR box. Pretty standard stuff. You can see the title on the side there. And there's also a pamphlet that comes with it. And it gives you some suggested settings, which I'm going to go through in a bit. And you can hear what those settings are like. And I'm also going to play a few things of my own settings. I'm going to run it through in front of the amp and then behind the amp as well. And I'm also going to compare it to a digital delay pedal so you can hear some of those differences. I'm playing a Fender Stratocaster. It's running into Hughes and Kettner Tubemeister 36 head, which is run into a Marshall 2x12 cab, being mic'd up with a Sennheiser mic. So the initial setting I'm going to use, we've got the regeneration at 12 o'clock, the mix at 12, and the delay at about 3 o'clock. So here's a clean tone. I'm on the combination of the middle and bridge pickup, selector switch 4. So I'll play a little bit of clean. Okay, and here it is with the pedal engaged. And I'm going to turn the modulation on. So here it is without the modulation, and here it is with the modulation. The modulation is really a subtle effect as well, so keep that in mind. Okay, so you hear the modulation come out a bit more on those chords because it rings out and you hear it, but it is a very subtle effect. It does add a little bit of brightness, and that's kind of a nice touch in this pedal, so you kind of have the options of both. When the pedal is engaged, a blue light goes on for the LED, and there's another blue light that goes on for the mod, and when you switch the pedal off, the main LED that's blue goes off, but the mod light stays on, and that lets you know, like, if you're going to engage it at a show, let's say, that the mod switch is on or it's off. And it's just a nice touch that it's not all tied together and has that little bit of extra added in, because MXR makes good quality stuff and they know how to make a pedal right. So when we open up the pamphlet, we've got 3 settings in here, and the first setting is called Memphis Slap. I'm going to use the middle pickup for this one, and let's hear how that sounds. Okay, you're getting that kind of slappy kind of sound. You know, it'll be good for, you know, sort of like rockabilly or something like that, maybe with a hollow body guitar, whatnot, and it gives you that punchy sound. The settings for the Memphis Slap is the regen is almost all the way off, the mix is not quite at 12%, it's more like 11-ish, and the delay sound is about 10%. The next setting that the booklet gives us is called Golden Age Guitar God. This one requires us to have the mod switch engaged, and the regen and the mix are pretty low, and the delay delay dial is going to be at about 1 o'clock or so. Let's give that a shot. super subtle, almost like a bit more than just having reverb on. You're just gonna get a little bit of kickback, and it's because I have the mix turned down so low. The third setting that the booklet is gonna give us is called Skankin Dub, which is like a reggae kind of feel. And at this setting, the first two knobs are basically in the middle and the delay is slightly a bit more. It's very similar to the first sound that I showed you, and here's how it sounds. Now again, for that setting, the modulation knob was or the button was engaged, and so you can hear that sort of chorusing effect that it has. But there's a couple other features you can do with this pedal, and if you are playing some notes and then you manipulate either the regen or the delay knob, it's gonna make some pretty weird sounds. If you pull the regen all the way up, it's gonna sort of keep the echo going and going, and it actually makes the amp clip out, and I wouldn't recommend doing it for too long, but I'm gonna turn it up and then I'm gonna back it off just so you can hear that effect, okay? So just gonna play a basic chord. Okay, so it really pulls the volume up because it's just one after another delay, and it can be kind of cool if you wanted to do some kind of weird experiments with it. So here we are again, regen's at 50%, mixes at 50, delays at 75, and now I'm going to back the delay off while I play some open strings here. Okay, kind of cool too. So, I mean, if you're into sort of noise and that sort of affected vibe, you can have those options down on your floorboard and manipulate against it. Let's do a comparison against the digital delay pedal. First I'm going to play the MXR, and again I'm at 50, 50, and 75 with the modulation off, and then I'll play a Boss digital delay pedal to give you a taste of the difference. So here's the MXR analog delay. So here I am running it into the Boss DD5 digital delay pedal. So you can hear that the delay is a different kind of delay. It's not as warm, it's kind of tinier, it's very clean, it's very digital, and it's a great delay pedal as well. It's just a different kind of delay. You're going to get much more pronounced echoes out of it. Not as subtle, but it won't give you that warmth that the analog pedal gives you. Okay, now I'm going to try it with some distortion on. I've dropped the amp's wattage down to 5 watts for this from 36 watts just to lower the volume and give a bit more saturation of the tone. The pedal is set exactly the same as it was before, and this is it running straight into the front of the amp, and it sounds, I'm on the bridge pickup here. So it's a bit of a strange kind of sound, you know. I kind of like that for moody effects, but a lot of people don't like it. They would run their delay pedals behind. I actually think running the analog delay pedal in the front is far better, and the digital delay behind the amp in the effects loop works out well, and that's the way I have it set up. So here's the delay pedal run in through the effects loop and with the distorted sound on the bridge pickup. much more controlled signal, and here it is clean. Okay, so it's a little less pronounced in the back, which is why I like it in the front, and I think it sounds nicer on the clean sounds. Overall, a fantastic pedal. Highly recommend that you pick this one up and add it to your rig. It could be a little pricey brand new, but if you look for one used, I actually got this one at a great price and no regrets at all. It looks stellar, it sounds stellar. Definitely recommend it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.